Here is the second lesson on physical quantities and measurement techniques. We'll be looking at the core objectives. Number 2, describe how to measure a variety of intervals using clocks and digital timers. And core objective number 3, determine an average value for a small distance and for a short time interval by measuring multiples. So I would like to pose a few questions, if you don't mind, about this to get you stimulated mentally. What is the time? What is time measured in? What is the unit of time? How can we measure time accurately using clocks and other various measuring devices like digital timers or egg timers, or even the sand and hourglass timers, or maybe the sun, as in a sundial? And then how can we determine the value of a small distance and a small interval of time? These and more we're going to talk about in a little bit more detail. Now, the knowledge and understanding for this is that we need to know how we are measuring time. And I told you before that we use different types of measuring devices. We're going to use a clock in this syllabus and a stop clock, and you can measure the time using these devices either by an analog display or a digital display. The difference between an analog and a digital display, you say? An analog, you have the hours, minute hands and second hands moving around in a circular path, and the digital display shows a number in terms of hours, minutes and seconds, if that's that accurate. Okay, so we can use different types of measuring devices. Analog and digital timers that are hand operated. It can be difficult, taking accurate measurements for a very short period of time. So also there's difficulty in, the human reaction. So when you press stop and then start and then stop and then start, you've got difference in human reflection. With digital and analog timers that are hand operated, there is difficult to make accurate measurements over very short time periods. And also you've got the accuracy in terms of how fast your reflexes are to stop and start, stop and start. Everyone's different. And also hearing sound or be able to react is also much slower. So we have inaccuracies obtained there. So in science, we've designed experiments to reduce this problem of inaccurate time by taking, a multiple or number of data readings and then finding the average of these results. So you can set up a simple experiment about a pendulum, and you can take an experiment where you can measure the time for one swing by measuring the period over several swings. By doing this, you increase the accuracy of the time for one swing of your pendulum.